This is the hardest piece of typography ever. Potentially the most stylish game of all time, Jet Set Radio is a rowdy and youthful reflection of pop culture in the 1990s and early 2000s. Even without knowledge of what it's attached to, you can see this rebellious energy is oozing out of every pore of the logo. Fittingly enough, the game was designed by a young and inexperienced team named Smilebit, who had been given unprecedented creative control to execute their vision for Sega's last home console, the Dreamcast. This came after the team's work on a lesser-known series by the name of Panzer. A great amount of freedom was just the thing they needed to produce a result like this, and it shows in every facet of its being, from its anti-establishment themes and plot, to its main gameplay loop of roller skating around and tagging up walls with graffiti, as well as being the first game ever to have cel-shaded graphics. And that's not even to mention the legendary soundtrack, mainly composed by the equally legendary Hideki Naganuma. So if you're bopping your head right now, you have him to thank. However, the logo was made by American artist and designer Eric Hayes, who has his name all over this project, as he more famously contributed most of the graffiti tags used by the characters in-game.
Sega reached out to me to make a contribution to what was then one of the very first graffiti oriented video games. My logo and artwork was also used on the packaging.
The vibrant yellow and greens, along with the wild and jagged lines that make up the letters, carry this kinetic energy about them, which is very appropriate considering the pace of the game, and how every character literally never stops moving. I mean, look at these idle animations. All in all, it's an explosion of colourful expression that when gazed upon, you can't help but want to be involved in whatever movement it represents.